What's up guys, King Crisis here, welcome to the channel. If you guys new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Welcome to part 1 on what if Naruto had the two tails. Before I start this video guys, my trip will be coming up next week. Therefore, I pretty much already explained what I plan to do. I will be uploading videos. Now some of them will not be, any videos that I legitimately plan to continue. But, if I do get a video and the video is actually good enough or I genuinely think that the video was perfect, then I'd still upload it. I'll make a part 2. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and start this video off. This may be part 1. It may be a movie. It all depends on how I truly feel about the video. So the story takes place on the day Hashirama sold all the tailed beasts to the other nations. Instead of him giving the tailed beasts to every nation, he decides he's going to keep the 9 tails and the 2 tails. Because the 2 tails will be a perfect representation of the Will of Fire, considering that it's a flaming fucking cat. I don't really need to explain why he will consider it to be the perfect representation of the Will of Fire. With that being said, guys, the users are going to be Hashirama himself. He will seal the 2 tails inside of himself. Afterwards, the 2 tails will be sealed inside of a few more users, but the final user, the 2 tails before Naruto, is of course going to be Minato. Minato sealed the 2 tails inside of himself when he was, well, not inside of himself, but it was sealed inside of him when he was a very young child. The 2 tails was very cooperative. She was very simple. She was sweeter, okay? The villagers will have a great deal of respect for the 2 tails, because unlike the 9 tails, anytime the 2 tails does not have Jinchuriki, she was calm. She literally had her own, basically she had her own temple. She literally had her own temple within the Hidden Leaf. She never harmed anyone. As a matter of fact, when they were in dire situations of need, she just gave them fire. When they needed fire, she would give it to them because, well, she's a powerful flaming cat beast. I mean, it really isn't that big of a deal. So she made sure of it. She comforted the villagers and she made sure that all the villagers always felt comforted. She was there for each villagers. Anytime that she did not have Jinchuriki, she was there. She was comforting, she was calm, she was okay. Everything eventually plays out like canon with Obito. Obito now realizing the fact that the 2 tails is here, realized that there's going to be a bit more of a risk, but he just doesn't care because the 2 tails might be here, the 2 tails might be dangerous, but no matter what, it's just the 2 tails. The 9 tails is significantly more powerful than her, so Obito was not worried. He eventually attacks like normal. Well, from there he took out Kushina like normal and took out Minato like normal. Okay? This eventually leads to Minato entering MCM, Matatabe Chakra Mode. In case you guys are wondering, every tail beast can have access to a chakra mode because it's literally just half of their chakra and all that other hatred, all that other crap. But any tail beast can access the form. We just haven't seen the other ones do it. But since Kurama can do it, they also can do it. Okay? With that being said, Minato in this form was able to completely decimate the 9 tails and decimate Obito. We're going to say in this form, it's actually equivalent to the power of the 5 tails. And that's just in this form alone. Now in the second form, I would put it equal to the 9 tails. So with that being said, time skip. Naruto gets the 2 tails sealed inside of him. With the 2 tails and a half of the 9 tails being sealed inside of Naruto, the village takes a much more serious approach. And when I say the village, I mean the village council. They take a way more serious approach when it comes down to the boy. Because the hell do you mean he has 2 tailed beasts sealed inside of him? The council did not play any games when it came down to it. Because this is bad. This is really bad. A kid who has 2 tailed beasts sealed inside of it, by no means should they take this in lightly. Naruto with this much power is going to be a problem. Because there's never been anyone with that much power. Or at least from what they know. They've never even heard of someone being able to handle more than 1 tailed beast. And now he has 2? The 9 tails and the 2 tails, they planned on, if anything would ever happen to the 4th Hokage, for the 2 tails to go to an Uchiha. But considering what they just seen with the 9 tails and the Sharingan in his eye, yeah, they're not too sure about that anymore. But that was the original plan before what just happened. Now, considering the fact that they don't know what to do now, they decided they're going to take this up on a much more serious approach. And there is where it comes down between Mikoto Uchiha. She requests to Hiruzen to take in Naruto, as she would have in the original timeline, wanting to adopt the boy. But in this timeline, Hiruzen actually doesn't refuse. He doesn't stop her because this version of Naruto has access to the Two Tails, a powerful flaming bougie, and they know for a fact that the Two Tails is going to quell the Nine Tails. It happens so often. Anytime a Nine Tails Shinchuriki loses control or gets angry, the Two Tails Shinchuriki was always there to make sure that the Nine Tails was able to be calmed. And then it didn't even seem like it always necessarily needed battle. Sometimes the Two Tails Shinchuriki or Minato or Hashirama and his wife just simply had to be there and everything was calm. Everything was drilled. And surprisingly enough, the young Naruto was trained by the likes of Fugaku and Itachi. And I would say, you know what, I don't like that. Fugaku and Shisui. Naruto took a great liking towards Shisui. He was very, very close with Shisui. Shisui was like the big brother figure to him. Now, him and Sasuke are growing up as brothers this time around, but they are not going to be the bestest of friends. You see, they are going to be rivals, extreme rivals, to the point where they would do literally anything to one-up each other. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Like, they would literally do anything, no matter what it is. And the issue is, Sasuke low-key starts to be jealous of Naruto. Because his dad, always refers to Naruto as just, like, he speaks of Naruto as if Naruto was better. He talks about how Naruto is going to be the Uchiha's clan's greatest asset. Naruto's the best thing to ever come to the Uchiha clan. If Naruto wasn't here, the Uchiha clan would be so much worse off. Just always going on and on and on and on and on about Naruto, but never ever showing any genuine care for Sasuke. Sasuke couldn't stand it. He hated every single second of it because all he ever has to hear from his brother, from Shisui, from his mom was Naruto, 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 Naruto. This begins to make Sasuke develop an extreme amount of rage because Sasuke starts to develop a need to get stronger, a need to develop power of his own. That way he can actually show them that he's better than the likes of Naruto. This makes Sasuke, from a much younger age, train much harder. And it's like Naruto just picks up on everything faster than Sasuke does. And it's crazy because Sasuke is considered a prodigy and Naruto's making him look like he's not even that. The one thing that he had to himself, Naruto also has it. And it's almost like Naruto is just naturally better than him. Sasuke hates that. He can't stand even a second of it. Why is Naruto somehow able to just keeping up with him? He keeps doing that. He's just keeping up, or he's just straight up surpassing him. Naruto's fire style is the strongest fire style, according to his father, ever recorded. Naruto's fire style is apparently stronger than his, stronger than Itachi's, and he hates it. Eventually, though, we're gonna push the Uchiha massacre back 2 years. So I'll make it. Actually, this is even better. We're gonna push it back to when they were all the way to when they're 10 years old. So 4 years back. Naruto and Sasuke are 10 years old, and Naruto was training out in the forest, while Sasuke was training outward in another half of the forest, avoiding each other. Naruto is starting to be really mad because Sasuke is such a dick towards him, and he hates it. It gets to a point where Sasuke even tells Naruto constantly that you're not my brother. We're not family. You're an adopted fucking loser. This makes Naruto consistently train, with the Two Tails constantly comforting Naruto. She explains to Naruto that it's okay. Sasuke doesn't mean it. He clearly does love you. You are his brother. He's just angry at how much stronger you are. But don't think that it's a bad thing, or don't get cocky over it. She always explains to Naruto that you are stronger, but do not forget that this is not your power. You inherit this power because you inherit my chakra. You inherit me being sealed inside of you. Your fire style comes from me. Your wind style from my brother. Please do not think that. Naruto explains that he understands that this power comes from her. He just wants Sasuke to stop hating him so much. Naruto jumps up and he kicks a tree. As he does so, Matatabe would explain, he will stop hating you, Naruto. He's just going through some things. And you have to understand that. He's a child, just like you are. Naruto would stop punching the tree. And he would think, you're right. Naruto then proceeds to lift up his hand, with a blue flame literally sparking out of it. And she would say, see? You're able to do things with fire that no one else can. Your chakra is so powerful that your entire body is essentially fire itself. Naruto, you barely even need to weave hand signs. Naruto explains true, as he recalled the flame back inside of his body. Here's how Naruto's power is going to work. Due to Naruto being the reincarnation of Ashura, and due to Naruto being, well, canon Naruto, his fire style is going to be just crazy, okay? He has the two tails. He's the reincarnation of Ashura. He's an Uzumaki, which are descendants of the Otsutsuki. Naruto's power is crazy because Naruto truly doesn't really need that many hand signs to perform chakra. The way his body works is he can naturally produce the flame. It can only be produced like this in cat-like ways. Okay? There's where I'm going to nerf him at. Naruto can only just produce the fire like it's nothing whenever he's using more of his own fighting style, which he calls the Uchiha's paw. Okay? Uchiha paw. Where essentially he's able to use a combination of the Uchiha fighting style along with his own fighting style with a more feline mix. It's like mixing the Uchiha fighting style with the Inuzuka fighting style. And there you get it. Naruto is able to fight like this. He fights like a flaming cat, which he literally is. Mind you guys, the villagers greatly respect the Two Tails, but they also do not respect the Nine Tails. And since that they don't know that Naruto's a Two Tails Jinchuriki, we're going to make them only know of Naruto being the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. So yes, the villagers are still going to fear Naruto, and they're still going to hate Naruto. And this brings out a bit more of a different side to Naruto, okay? Naruto is very serious, guys. He's a very serious person, but he also only shows his goofy side around two people. That being Shisui and Sasuke. He doesn't even show it around Itachi because Itachi was just different. He's always been different. Itachi favored Sasuke while Shisui favored him. And he didn't mind it. After all, they were each other's real brothers. And Naruto just... he never felt anything bad about it. He never felt wrong about it. But it's not like he didn't have a good connection with Itachi. Because he did. It's just Itachi's connection was always better with Sasuke. That's literally all it is. I ain't gonna lie, that's all it is. So there, you time skip. Naruto makes it home, and when he does, Naruto begins to look all around, and he starts smelling blood. Naruto's senses are extremely heightened due to the Nine Tails, guys. He has an incredibly enhanced sense of smell, and an incredibly enhanced sense of sight. He begins to run around the house, because now, he just has this bad feeling. He runs to his parents' room, and the first thing he sees when he gets in there is blood. Naruto would immediately start to panic. Because why is he seeing blood? Why is he seeing blood? He would run around, where from there, he found him. He found his mother and his father laying there in a pool of blood. He rushes forward, where there he sees his brother Sasuke. Unconscious. Naruto begins to panic very quickly, trying to see if Sasuke is okay. He begins to shake, but nothing happens. As he begins to do this, Deku begins to just scream and cry. He's wondering, yo, what's wrong? But nothing happens. Sasuke doesn't wake up. And Naruto begins to cry. Naruto begins to break down. His chakra begins to swell up. His eyes begins to turn red. Chakra begins to just expand off of him. And Naruto slowly starts screaming. Naruto lets off a scream of pure rage. An explosion of chakra is released all throughout the village. And Itachi, who's currently walking out, stops. He turns, sensing that amount of chakra, knowing that it can only be one person, Naruto. Damn it, he wasn't supposed to arrive until later. He would quickly run back towards the Uchiha compound. As he rushes back inside, you see Naruto, who's exploding forward with power. His eyes are now red and held. Not just that, they are both his eyes are split in half, with one eye being half red, half yellow, the other eye being half green, half red. Naruto exploding with so much chakra. He then looks forward. Well, there you see Itachi, who's just arrived. Naruto sees him as Itachi blitzes in front of him. And quickly, Itachi activates his Mangekyo and Tsukiyomi's Naruto. Mind you guys, Jinchurikis are immune to Genjutsu. But guys, Tsukiyomi ain't no regular Genjutsu. So for the sake of this video, yeah, he put him down with that genjutsu. Naruto passes out, and Itachi turns and leaves. With Itachi fully leaving, we now cut on over towards Naruto and Sasuke, who both wake up. When Naruto wakes up, Sasuke looks at him, and he just looks at each other for a moment. They both begin to cry immediately, realizing that everything is done for. Itachi did it, Sasuke would say. As he's crying, he says, Itachi killed them all. He made me see it thousands of times. As Sasuke cried, breaking down, Naruto would look forward. He took everything from me. Naruto would think. The only people in this village that loved me, with Naruto just fist squeezing so tight, the only people that loved me, they're all dead. My mom, my dad, the clan. Sasuke's crying as well. Obviously, though, this is his family, unlike Naruto. But for Naruto, these were the only people that ever loved him. And he just lost it all. Just like that. Just like that. He lost the only people that loved him. He doesn't know what he can do now. He has no other thought process on his mind except for just to end it all. That's what Naruto begins to think, but then he begins to think, Sasuke's here. I need to be here for Sasuke. As much as I don't like him, he's the only family I got left. And this becomes both Naruto's and Sasuke's thought process. They have to be there for each other. After all, whether they like to admit it or not, they basically are brothers. And then both of them look towards each other. Naruto looks towards him, and Sasuke will say, I need you to promise me something. And Naruto looks at him, yeah. We'll kill Itachi. Naruto looks upward. We'll kill him, he then would say. As immediately the two of them, just for a moment, would stare each other down before shaking hands, agreeing on their final mission, or what they believe to be their only purpose, kill Itachi. As this happens though, Matatabe and Kurama, within Naruto's mindscape, would look at one another. Sister, don't you think this is a little suspicious? She looks forward, of course it is. Itachi it doesn't make any sense that the kid did that. It's not like the boy to just up and murder his family like that. No, it doesn't make any sense. I don't believe he would do such a thing. Then why did it happen? Kurama would ask. I don't know. Matatabe would say. But this whole situation just seems so fishy to me. Kurama just slightly chuckles. Of course a cat would say that. As he says this, she then would say, what is that supposed to mean? It's a human joke. You wouldn't get it. As he says that, she's just like, you're fucking disgusting. And Kurama's like, it's funny though. And she's like, just shut up. Or from here, the next 2 years, Naruto and Sasuke began to train with each other, which is something that they did not do at first. Most of the time, Naruto specifically trained with Fugaku and Shisui, while Sasuke specifically trained with Itachi and Mikoto. Okay, for those of you guys who do not notice, Mikoto had the Mangekyo Sharingan for one. Okay, yes, she had a Mangekyo. Of course, this was only mentioned in the light novels, or okay, this is light novel canon. She had a Mangekyo, although it was not shown, nor was the ability ever shown or mentioned, but she did have one, as well as the fact that she was a powerful Jonin level ninja. Okay, by no means should we underestimate Mikoto. She was powerful. Okay, so yeah, Itachi was trained by his mother and his brother, whilst Naruto was trained by their father and by Shisui, or who Naruto at this point considered a brother. Naruto also found out about the fact that he's dead. Okay, now we're gonna say this: after Itachi and Obito took the Sharingan from literally everyone, there was only one person whose eyes remained. One person, and those were the eyes of Shisui, which Itachi purposely left for Naruto. He left the eyes of Shisui behind, and he didn't just leave them behind. Of course, They're within one of his scrolls, which will always be watching Naruto, in case you guys are wondering. So with the crow constantly watching over Naruto, we're now going to time skip. Bloop, bloop, blue, blue, singing the blues. Boom, time skip. Naruto and Sasuke now both graduate from the academy, and Naruto is told to fight against Kiba. Naruto walks into the center of the ring, and Kiba quickly begins to talk crazy about how Akamaru is this and he's that, and how he'll defeat Naruto. Naruto tells him that he doesn't have any time for this, as Naruto lifts up his hand, and within a matter of a few seconds, he weaves his hand signs. As soon as the match starts, Naruto quickly fire style, fireball jutsu. Naruto fires off a huge fireball without any hesitation, without an ounce of hesitation. And he fired that bitch straight towards Kiba's head. Kiba, seeing the fireball flying towards him, bro, quickly panics a bit. Cause what the hell? No hesitation, bro, just tried to kill him. And Kiba would duck the fireball, but Naruto's already right in front of him. Naruto cocks back his fist and smacks him with a ruthless punch to the gut. Kiba was then sent flying, where from there Naruto ran forward towards him on all fours. Naruto jumped upward into the air as he begins to slash onto Kiba, and Kiba's surprised because like, why are his nails so sharp like that? Naruto just continued to consistently sling. He begins to deliver slice after slice after slice after slice after slice before he jumps backwards, hitting several backflips, running forward on all fours as Naruto spins repeatedly, slashing into him over and over and over again before he grabs him by the collar, snatches him forward, and knees him in the stomach, where from there he ends up literally dropping him to the ground. As he does so, Akamaru comes rushing forward towards Naruto, but Naruto just looks at him and says, "I fucking hate dogs," as he kicks Akamaru out of the ring. As this happens, Kiba gets upward again and tries to punch Naruto, but Naruto grabs him and just throws him out of the ring. But from here, Sasuke was told to fight against Choji. Sasuke walks forward, and as he walks forward, Choji just tells him, like, "I don't even want to fight." Sasuke looks at him, "I'll give you a bag of potato chips as we walk out the ring." And he walks out the ring. And Naruto just thinks, wow, fucking fat ass. In this timeline, guys, Naruto's not going to be as close with Choji and Shikamaru, although I am going to make him a lot closer to Shikamaru than he was in the original timeline. He's just not as close with Choji this time around. So he just thinks this dude is a big fat lazy brat, which we all know for a fact he's not, but we ain't go to that. From here, we now time on over towards the class deciding, the teams. Of course, I'm going to make the team the exact same. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Of course, Sakura, who, mind you guys, everyone is not aware of the fact that Naruto and Sasuke are brothers, okay? Mainly because they just look so different that I'm going to keep it real. No one actually knows in the academy that these two are brothers, okay? So when this happens, Sakura quickly begins to complain. Why does she have to be on a team with Naruto the demon when she could be on a team with her precious Sasuke-kun? Sasuke, don't you just hate Naruto? This just causes Sasuke to look at her. And Naruto would also look at her. Look at that demon. And then he's an orphan at that. No parents, no family. He has nobody. And who is he to be on a team with us? Fucking orphan? Sasuke just looks at her. And Naruto just looks at her. And she's like, "What? You're a fucking orphan. We don't want you on our team. I should be on a team with Sasuke alone." And Naruto just keeps looking at her. And she's like, "Why? What's the issue?" You copy his hairstyle. You copy his whole fucking flow. Even his clothing, you copy. Probably because we have the same fucking parents, bitch. Naruto would say. As he says this, the class just looks at Naruto confused. What? Sasuke then repeats. Probably because we have the same fucking parents, you bitch. And this causes Sakura just to look at her. Wait, Sasuke, did you call me a bitch? Did you call me a bitch? Yes, I did, he would say. I did. Isn't that crazy? I called you a bitch. Surprising, right? I called you what the hell you are, he would say. Maybe don't be an asshole. Okay? Just don't be an asshole. That's my fucking brother, Sasuke would say. Whether you like that or not. And it isn't even in a class like, for how long? Sakura and Ino would just both blur out. Forever, Naruto would say. We literally go home together. We just thought you guys lived in the same direction. I have an Uchiha crest on the back of my shirt. You guys don't look alike, so like, what did you expect us to think? I just thought you were a fan, but oh my god. Naruto's like, yeah, I didn't listen to shit you just said. Can y'all senseis like come on? From here, the teams were announced, okay? And after the teams were announced, they all went home, coming back the next day. Now, of course, as Naruto and Sasuke are going home, they wind up overhearing Mizuki. Naruto will stop Sasuke and decide they're just gonna listen. They listen into the conversation that Mizuki was having with another student. Hey, you know, if you steal the sacred scroll, you get the pass. It's really easy. It's another little mission. It's a secret exam. Yeah, secret exam. As the other kid just begins to feed into this bullshit, Naruto and Sasuke just look at each other for a moment before looking back forward. They begin to listen onward. Okay? You understand, right? As the kid agrees, and they sneaks out in order to go steal the sacred scroll, Naruto looks towards Sasuke, as they both would nod at each other, and Naruto explains, you go to the forest, I'll get the scroll. As he does so, Sasuke leaves, and Naruto ends eventually sneaking behind the kid. He knocks the kid unconscious, where from there he performs a transformation jutsu, transforming into the kid. He easily sneaks inside the Hokage office, where from there he's easily able to steal the scroll. After all, he will still have the sexy jutsu. Now, with him managing to steal the scroll, he actually ends up meeting there in the forest. Well, from there he meets Sasuke. Quickly, they would open up the scroll. When they open the scroll, they would see the multi-shadow clone jutsu, which of course both of them would copy down. But then they see the lightning-style lightning cloak jutsu. Sasuke winds up copying it down, and Naruto would also copy it down. But Naruto thought that he's gonna do something different. The fire-style feline cloak. That's what he's gonna call it. Which is literally just gonna be a fire-style fire cloak, but it's gonna have cat-like features to it. So yeah. Naruto winds up copying it down. From there, both of them now has 2 forbidden jutsus within their arsenal. Well, technically Naruto has 1 because he has to work on actually making this one into what he wants it to be. Because he has lightning style, he just doesn't have strong lightning style. His affinities are wind and fire. He can perform lightning, water, and earth jutsus, he just can't perform powerful ones. They're all very weak and very minor, and Naruto doesn't want that. He wants his jutsus to be at their best. So Naruto, of course, will use his best element. With that being said, Mizuki arrives, and when he arrives, he sees 2 kids instead of 1. And he's like, what's going on here? Naruto just looks at him. Tuh. You thought that you could get us? Well, you thought you could fool that girl, that little dude? Yeah, nah. Mizuki quickly says, well, give me the scroll, Naruto. As he says this, Naruto says, no. Mizuki then forsake, well, that's why you're the Nine-Tailed Shinchuriki. Naruto starts laughing. No fucking shit. Naruto would say. He looks towards Sasuke. Both of them grasp their hands together. Multi-shadow clone jutsu! Quickly, thousands of Narutos and thousands of Sasukes would form. You know what? Hundreds of Sasukes and over 1,000 Narutos would form. As they all do so, Mizuki gets the absolute jumping of a lifetime. Okay? This version of Naruto actually knows how to throw hands. He's actually a professional. He's good at everything that he does, so ain't no underestimating this version of Naruto. With that being said, this is actually going to be ending off part 1. Comment down below how you guys feel about this video. And if this video is actually able to get, this is going to be a crazy like goal. I don't usually set this type of like goal, but I say this video is able to get 75 likes. I'll post that movie real quick. I'll post that movie immediately. Okay, if I can get 75, hell, if I can get 60 likes, I'll post the movie. Okay? You know what? I've never... Oh, shit. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be real nice. 40 likes. Just give me 40 likes. Mainly because, I feel like that's more my range. Just give me 40 likes and y'all guys get the movie.